So I finally got my Clazzio seat covers for my Ford F-150 Super Crew Cab 2019. Okay, so I got the seat lined up. And I'm going to just, you're supposed to line up the seaming with the seaming on your seat. Doesn't look like it's identical, but it's 46 degrees out. Get the seat started and try to tuck it in. Now I'm going to tuck in this, I don't know what end of this tool I'm supposed to use. I guess whatever you see fit, but this is just like a piece of foam here. I was able to tuck in that piece of foam here. I don't care, I don't like this right here. I tried to work it, I'll work it again after the seat has been sat in a few times. It's mid-November and it's only going up to 50 today, and I'm hoping I could just get this done. So this is what you're dealing with the straps. There's two straps. You got to fish these underneath, try to get them as close to the bottom of the seat, through the wiring. And like I said, I had to cut these to be able to get to the seat cover, because these were wrapped around the electronics. Otherwise you're going to have to unclip the electronics, and it's really tight under there. So there's two zippers. Undo the zippers, make sure your seat rest is all the way up. And work it down. And then you got to tuck this in. So if you put your hand down in between your seat and operate the back of your seat, just feel for when there's the most space in between the back and the bottom of the seat, to try to get these through to the other side. Now there's two slots here for your wiring, so I pulled it down as much as I could without working the top plastic pieces, okay? And I tucked it through. I reclined the seat halfway because that gave me the most space. So now I'm going to raise it back up, and I am going to work the headrest plastic connectors. So these aren't a picnic, let me tell you. The hole is really small. This is what it looks like, and I'm in a panic. This one started to tear, but I got it on. And the hole is only about maybe at the most an inch. And I'm going to pull the seat down more and hope that this does not stay like this. So keep work the zipper like a little bit at a time. I kneeled on the front of the seat and I pinched this and did about 3 inches on each side, and that's what I'm working down. Here's the flap. You have to flip up. You have to flip up the original seat. Actually, I guess it's stuck to the Velcro right now, but see where I tied it off? This is my original seat. You have to flip that up. It's got to get tucked under. The zippers are a real pain. Just massage the fabric on the front. Massage it down. Keep trying to pull as much as you can through here, and if you have larger hands, sorry for the glare, I don't know how you're going to get your hand in there. I mean, I got the zipper down all the way. It doesn't finish as well. As you can see, part of my seat is sticking out here on both sides. So, I'm not happy about that. So this foam came out again. So I'm hoping eventually it'll stay in there. But I have to tell you, I got the zippers closed. And there's wrinkles here. This is wrinkly up here. And the back part of my seat is not covered on either side. and there's no way to fix that. So right now I'm going to attach the elastic. These are seat covers. They're not, you know, replacement seats, and but this should not look like that. Absolutely not, and I'm not happy about it. Okay, so this is the finished seat. I don't like this. I'm pretty particular. You could still see some of this, even though I might be able to work it down maybe in the summertime. This foam, it'll tuck in, start here where it's more flexible with the plastic, but once you get back here, the way the seat's made, it doesn't tuck in as well. All right, so I'm going to do the small rear seat. There's only a zipper here. It took me an hour to do the passenger front seat, just so you know. Okay. What I want you to take away from this video is it is not as easy as some of the videos are showing by companies that sell the seat covers. And if you buy these from, see, this Velcro is kind of a pain. You got to keep it hooked up. You might want to get the accidental damage coverage. I did get it. I don't typically damage things that I have, but I felt like this was kind of risky. So you really got to kind of like massage the fabric to get it good, because this only has one side zipper. The rest of it's all sewn together, so Velcro stick to your seat, your original seat, on your original seat. Make sure you get this strap out. This last bit of zipper is a pain when you're putting the back seat on. Fold it up a little bit, or this Velcro in the back is just going to catch on everything on the back of your original seat. So, and there's no zipper on this. I thought the headrests were the worst part. Back up and fold it down. Cut your fingernails down or you're going to damage these seats. Can you see? I mean, you really have this to compress the foam of your original seat. This hard. I just don't understand why this would have to be, I don't know if you could see that, so compressed of your original seat to get these on. I wanted to show you the size of the hole. Look at that small hole for the headrest brackets. There's a small slot on the side. You have to get the seat cover down most of the way down before you could. Don't forget to pull your strap out. It's even hard to get it with this. You're going to get grease from your bracket here on the seat. There's white lithium grease on this mechanism here, seat release. Just keep massaging the seat cover down. Don't, you know, just keep kind of trying to massage it. And roll up the front. Try to pull it a little more. I'm going to try to get the top done. This will cut right into these holes. Anyway, just use it to push flat. not try to fit the hole, make it bigger around the bracket. What you're dealing with. These are very difficult to get through this little hole. These are very difficult, and be careful because this is the second seat I've done, and you want to use the flat end of this, whatever side you choose, but do not, this is just going to cut it. So I'm trying to stretch it a little bit with my fingers. I'm going to bring my hair dryer out here to do the rest of these seats. I'm going to just heat this area up a little bit with my hair dryer and see if it goes on a little better. Once you get at least this part on, use the palm. I got this on fairly easy once I got it about this far. And then just kind of push with my palm and it went, but I did stretch it a little bit with my fingers. All right, so I'm going to finish doing the bottom part of the seat. See what I mean with this Velcro? It wants to stick to your original seat. So just pull this up and see if you could get enough. And then see if I got enough here. See, I'm short quite a bit to get this Velcro under here, and I'm just going to leave it for now. So I got this back seat done, but I did not attach the Velcro to this. When I bring my hair dryer out, I'll try to heat it up. It's about 50 degrees out now. These seat covers have been in my house for 3 days. My house is around 78 degrees. And I guess I'm going to try this other back seat next. Do the rest of the back seat, but I wanted to show you. I bought this and put it on yesterday. Different companies make it. 7 Sparta, the one that I have, and you just got to line up, make sure you line this back up with the markers here on the bracket for when you flip your seat back up. You got to kind of play with it. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Like I said, it's a pain in the butt. A few tries, but I got it latched again. All right, I'm gonna do the bottom first. Yeah, make sure when you work this seat cover on that you pull your strap for your seat release through here. And there's only one little zipper. The rear small seat took me about 45 minutes. Velcro is a real pain, and it's a really long piece. So you're going to be fighting this the whole time. I guess get it on the one corner opposite of the zipper, just on the seat an inch or so. And, good God. You know, I've done this before with things where I would get a scrap piece of Velcro that I have and put it on, like I may even go do that, I don't know. Put it on this Velcro so that it's not catching. It's a pain that I would have to go get that. But I may do that. So the best thing to do, roll up this Velcro, roll it up, get the outside part of the seat started, a couple inches, 2 or 3 inches, lean into the seat, and then pull this on where the zipper is. And work the outside, work the inside. While you're holding this Velcro up, otherwise just get a piece of scrap Velcro and put on it. To get the this cloth through to the back side, you got to release the top part of the seat. You could use a box wrench initially to release that latch. What you want to do is you disengage this seat, you lift it up about so high, it'll pull the back seat a little away from the back here. You get your hand down there, but you know the latch is so tight you're not going to be able to lift it with your finger. Get a box wrench to get on that little pin, and you know, just engage it by pulling up. But then you want to get this strap latch release. Definitely, it's only like 14 bucks on Amazon. So now I'm working these two pieces and the zipper. Oh boy. So I'm going to stand back up, lean into the seat here, try to work this zipper. Yeah. I broke out the hair dryer because I'm having a really hard time getting the rest of the zipper. It's 3 inches of zipper here, and I'm going to heat it up a little bit and see if that helps, and I'll let you know. So I got this on, and I'm going to work the top. I couldn't get the zipper, I guess about a 1/4 inch, couldn't get it. And see how the top goes. This piece, there's no zipper. There's only the Velcro. You know, the seat belt's just mounted to the back. So, you know, it could just be moved to the side for now, whichever side you choose to get your back cover on. Alright, so I'm still trying to get this started. I got it down about 2 or 3 inches on the outside. You know, if I could do, I just am too lazy to go in the house and look for my Velcro. But if you want to prepare ahead of time, get yourself a length of Velcro. You know, the cloth part of the Velcro, so you could put it on the looped part of the Velcro. You could roll it up. On a nice hot day, maybe it won't be as bad, but then you're going to be sweating profusely doing this. Make sure your seaming is where it needs to be as you're pulling it down. I'm trying to work the fabric through the flaps. You know, I don't know how somebody with big hands is going to do this. I really don't. And, you know, my husband's a really big guy, and he's going to see these, and he's going to want to set. And I am not installing them. I wouldn't do this the second time. I'm fairly happy with them, but I would not. I mean, I'm 63, okay? You know, so this is a wrestling match. But, you know, I'm fairly happy with what's going on so far. I got my hair dryer here, and I'm going to see if the holes on the top, if it works a little better. Right, I'm killing myself here. This is outrageous. About ready to throw in the fucking towel. Really? No reason for this. Absolutely none. No fucking reason for this. Oh, fucking A. I don't know, I wrestled with this for about 10 or 15 minutes. These are an effing nightmare, okay? You're gonna tear these holes a little bit. I've been heating it up with the hair dryer. Don't use a heat gun. And it makes just a slight difference. That's about it. Add in some extra heat. See this? That's after heating it up. A few more to go. Like this one went on quite a bit easier maybe because I heated this up. And then I heated this up. I started on the inside half, and then I was able to kind of push it. But you have to stretch these holes out a little bit. They're not going to just go on real easy for you. Maybe some vehicles, these aren't as big and bulky. Seems like the inside one is harder than the outside. Okay, I got the last one here. So I got that, you know, once you get this part on the outer bracket, it's a lot easier. You just kind of push out on the fabric. But you know what? Every single one of these were torn about 1/8 of an inch to get them on. And let me just show you how, see how they're, you know, all bunched up. I mean, I'm going to just leave them on, and I'm going to try to get the rest of the seat. There's another problem now with this bracket. This strap goes through a slot on the bracket that I bought. So that's another nightmare. Now it's a matter of just working the fabric down, pulling up on this flap. I'm pretty worn out, and I still got the driver's seat to do. And so I don't know why they don't give you enough fabric for this. What would it take to give a couple more inches of fabric for these flaps? You know, it would still be tight, you know. It would give you a better adjustment. Why? I mean, I'm short by 2 inches, you know, so basically I'm not dealing with this. I may not even deal with this till the summer. These are still loose because I couldn't pull enough fabric to attach the Velcro. So you can see how bunched up it is here. There, here. And that's what the back seat looks like without the headrest. They're still in the house. And of course, I got to get some of the slack out of these seat covers. But yeah, it's all right. So another suggestion, if you have heated seats, I would heat up the seat, because that'll heat up the fabric. Put this back part halfway down, and that gives you the most space to get your flap through to the back. Don't forget, you know, on mine I had to cut the elastic of the original seat covers. And I'm going to try to tuck this in. Maybe I should do this after I attach the back. Yeah, I guess I'll do that first. I'll get the straps on and everything, and then I'll tuck that in. This is not easy. I've seen it done on other videos. This is not easy to do. I'm gonna leave this for now. Just another thing that I'm going to have to readjust and deal with there for now, and I'm not going to mess with it anymore because I got to get the back on. So once you get the 3 flaps through, then raise your seat up, pull them again. Okay. So now I gotta pull the seat down more and try to get the zippers attached and the flaps underneath. So now I'm trying to just work some of the fabric down. It's really hard to get your hand in here between the console. Try to work some of it down to the flaps. Not a picnic. Your hands are going to get weaker. So from the front of the vehicle, I still have the heat on the seat, and I got the heat cranked up in the truck. I didn't use the blow dryer on this. It's hard to get it on the other side of the seat up against the outer part of the seat is. The seat doesn't go back any further, meaning the whole thing doesn't shift back. Is this going to help? No. Well, maybe. No, not really. This is keep in mind, this is a super crew cab. It's got a lot more room in the back. Smaller vehicle. Wow. This would be really rough. Maybe even a super cab. You're not going to have as much floor space to work. Heat will help from the blow dryer. If you're going to order these, figure you're going to wait 8 to 12 weeks for the Napa leather, the custom leather ones. And so you want to get these in the warmer months of the year. Otherwise, they're going to be sitting in your house. They're not going to be installed, and your warranty is going to be expiring, and you won't even have them on your vehicle yet. All right. So this is the first seat I put on. I don't like this bulge here. I'm hoping that'll smooth out. This stayed in pretty good, this foam tubing. Some wrinkling. I may have to readjust. There's with the headrest on. When I went to put the headrest on, I noticed some of this, because the hole's so stretched now, was starting to work its way out. So you may have to tuck that in again like I did. Part of both back seats. I cannot get the Velcro attached, and I couldn't get this in. My hands are pretty weak right now. I mean, I've been at it all day. It's 3:45 in the afternoon. I came out around 11 o'clock, but I also moved the tripod around trying to get some of this, and you know, I brought 2 pieces out of the house at a time. It's probably about 48 degrees now. Because I made a mistake on my order, I got them later than I should have. I ordered them in August. I would have got them in probably earlier, mid-October. Instead, I got them mid-November because I made a mistake on my order. I put in super cab instead of super crew cab. And so Clazzio.com was kind enough to fix my order. So I'll revisit this maybe after sitting on them for a couple days. Those back seats, I'm concerned about the top part, the vertical part of the back seats, because, you know, I'm off like 2 inches with that Velcro. So I may have to add Velcro strips and then just kind of try to pull it, work it down. Velcro I mentioned earlier in the video. It's 2 inches wide. It's adhesive. I had this stuff because I sew. So it's got like the loop part of the Velcro on one side and then the cloth part on the other side. You're going to need one side of each with an adhesive. So I made this for the back seat, for the double back seat, you know, the two seats that are together, and then the single seat, I cut a shorter piece. So this is about 32 inches long, and I cut a 14-inch piece for the single back seat because I cannot get the Velcro to meet up. So I'm hoping that I could at least catch the edge of each pieces of Velcro. So one piece of the Velcro is going to catch the cloth, and the other piece of the seat Velcro is going to catch the, you know, the loops of this Velcro. And then as it stretches, I'm hoping I could just connect the two Velcro pieces from the seat. I don't think they're custom seats. They're semi-custom seats. There's just too many questionable areas, and that's just my opinion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and see if I could get that Velcro attached on the back small seat. So it seems to be working. If you could see this, see the mechanism here. I'm gonna see if I could stretch this over a little bit. Just make sure that piece in the back, stretch it a little bit with your fingers and make sure it's not interfering with the mechanism. Still got some buckling here, but I'll work that extension piece of Velcro and hopefully we'll lose some of this buckling. So one thing I'm going to do with this, because the strap bracket, the slot for this strap to hold this in the upright position is right here. I'm just going to take a box cutter and cut a slot here. If I think it's going to tear in any way, I'm going to use this product. I've actually used this on my siding where my lawnmower hit, the siding on my shed, and put a pretty decent crack in it, and this holds up really well. That's what this is for, vinyl, and this back of the seat is vinyl. So I might just cut a thin piece and just go all the way around this slot where I'm going to cut it as reinforcement. So now I'm going to put the long piece on that's 32 inches. But at least that's joining the two pieces together. I don't know if you could see back there. So that'll work for now, because since it's close to winter. So this is the Tear-Aid stuff. If you do use this, you want to get Type B. Type B is what you would need. What you want to do is start it off a little bit. Carefully lay it down where you want it to be. I'm just eyeballing it. Nobody's going to see this back here. Start working it, and then I'm going to just cut this with an exact. All right. So I got this through. It's reinforced, and the strap goes through here like so. Okay, and that'll release your mechanism. You could still see this bulging here. I'm hoping as I could pull the fabric down with that attached piece of Velcro, maybe every day come out and work the fabric and make the extension piece, you know, the Velcro, the seat cover, make it tighter on the extension piece until I could just do the seat belt, the seat cover, let me rephrase that, until I could get the seat cover Velcro together without the extension piece involved. For those of you that are questioning, I see a lot of questions on forum, Ford F-150 forums about whether these seats lock in the down position. No, they do not lock in the down position. So now I'm redoing each one of these seats. Oh, you know what? You can't redo it. I thought I could put this down. It might look a little better. But you can't, or you won't be able to attach this to here, to the back of the seat here. Well, that stinks. I don't like that at all. All right, well, forget that. And you know, whether you have to cut these or not, maybe you'll luck out and you'll be able to slip them right off underneath the seat, but I had to cut them. There was no way. There was all wiring and electronic connectors over top of where these were connected on my original seat. So I am going to call Clazzio and find out what the deal is here. You know, this kit from my truck came with 4 extra pieces with the headrest, because it's the same kit for those of you that have, instead of the console in the front, you have a third seat, you have the middle small seat, and that would only be vinyl. It's not going to be Napa leather, and it's all vinyl. I may maybe cut some extra vinyl and kind of fit it in here. So the last thing I really need to address is this in the driver's seat. It's like you got to get it in there, but you got to push it down so it catches behind this plastic here. You know, I thought tiling my bathroom and powder room was bad. I did the walls and the floor and actually the ceiling to the shower enclosure. I thought that was bad, and I said I'd never do that again. Well, guess what? I would never do this again. So I tried doing this twice in 2 days. Still can't get it. I'm just leaving it halfway for now. Alright, so this is the spare piece of vinyl that I'm going to use. There was 4 extra pieces if you have them and you want to cover up these ends. So what I did was I just cut a square piece, a rectangular piece out. I just eyeballed it. So I cut 4 pieces. I just kind of rolled over the fabric and then just, you know, flattened out the roll, and then just followed it up with the scissors. And now I'm going to tuck this piece in. It'll probably look a little better doing this. So for now, that's what it's going to look like. It's got these little fins on the back. I'd rather look at that than the folded up carpeted seat, which looks like that and that. So that's what I did, just to cover up that carpeting. Alright, so these are the back seats. Still got some wrinkling up there. This is the back seat with those little fins I just put on. Still got some wrinkling up here. I'll still work the fabric down when it warms up. Still got some wrinkling here. And I still got to get that in. It might be a while. And the passenger side, I did sit on the seat and it did stay in. So I hope this video was helpful, and thanks for watching.